just gonna have to be like that for a while. So welcome, guys. This is Nature's Daughter coming to you live from Nature's Daughter and Queen Karima. Let's shrink that up a bit. I think that's a little bit better. All right. So let me do this. Okay, hold on. Hold up. There we go. That seems perfect over here, but over here, we don't have perfection. All right. Okay, guys. Well, let me get this set up so I can see. There we go. Come on. This phone is so annoying. Let's go. Thank you. There we go. Ah, nice. I don't know why the brightness keeps turning itself off. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. It looks like it just keeps being a pain. Okay. All right. As good as it gets. All right, guys. It's Nature's Daughter coming to you live from my Nature's Daughter account and my Queen Karima account. I did not get a chance to come in earlier today, so I decided I was just going to do a late night reading. So let me just get everything set up really quick. It'll just take me a moment. Let me get out of there. And let me just get my disclaimers out of the way. This is for adults only. If you are under 18, please leave the room voluntarily. This is for entertainment purposes. Please do not take this reading and go and make a life-altering decision based on this reading or any other. Go within, go with God, take what resonates, and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate, okay? All right. Let me look this up really quick, and I will be right with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe. And oh wait. I can already tell there's going to be issues as it pertains to my devices. It's so annoying. Seriously? Oh, yay. So annoying. All right, guys, I'll be right back. It's not going to be fun for me, I can tell. All right, guys, I'm back. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe. We are healing over here. This is my sweater, just in case I get cold because I have air going, fans going. I'm hungry. I'm a little hangry, I think, so I'm gonna nibble on my food over here on the side, guys. Um, Hopefully it doesn't annoy anyone. If it does, so sorry for you. Because you definitely want me to not be hangry while I'm doing the reading. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. You need Jesus. Hi. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just hungry. Starving. Um, LMAX 2002. Hi. Awesome. Glad. I'm glad you're still here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for joining me for this late night reading. I had every intention on getting on earlier, but it's been a day. It's been a very busy day. So it's been a very busy couple of days. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. So, I almost didn't have time to do the reading, but I was like, you know what? I got to get it in. You know, it's the weekend. Um, and honestly, the only thing I'm going to do is go to bed afterwards. So my husband's at work. So hi, the random meme guy. Hi. All right, like I said, guys, I am recording from Queen Karima and Nature's Daughter, so I'll be going back and forth with the eyes and the cards as well. I zoomed in on the camera. The camera's like, you know, kind of far back, so I'm hoping that you guys will still be able to see the cards when I do them, okay? Give me 1 second. I will be taking a bite of my food off camera so I don't get hangry because I'm starving. I swear, we were doing DoorDash earlier, and doing DoorDash makes me hungry. Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I do DoorDash, it takes away my appetite because the food does not smell good sometimes. It's like, ew, I will never go there to eat. Ew. You know what's funny though? I told my husband, I said, I'm going to do a reading while you're gone. And I was getting ready to set up. He said, why don't you make it a relaxed, comfortable reading? I was like, you know what? I think I will do it from the bed. I just do not feel like setting up where I normally set up and then having to take all that down. Don't get me wrong, I have a setup right next to me, all lined up, you know, easy, so I can just grab what I need, you know, that's the farthest I gotta go. Everything is all right next to me, so it's all good, but honestly, I'm just tired, you know, we've been doing a lot. My knee has been giving me a little bit of problems, you know, but I've been working it out. I understand that joint pain, it usually just means you need to move around, right? But when I stop moving, that's when it starts to hurt. It doesn't really give me problems until I'm just laying around or I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, my knee gives me the blues, man. So I'm learning to elevate it, and I probably should go get a pillow right now, but it just seems so far away. And I'm pretty comfortable, so I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a relaxed, you know, not a one-on-one personal read, but it's gonna be kind of personal because I'm in my personal space, you know. I'm laying in my bed, just hanging out. This bed rest and this blanket is something that my mom had bought for herself, and she bought me a burgundy set with the blanket and the headrest. Well, we had our stuff in storage in California, and there were people that were living in the storage units around us in that storage, and they brought a rat problem. And when I tell you the rats came through there and pissed on everybody's stuff, I threw away everything that they peed on. It was so gross. And I was kind of hurt my feelings later in life because it was like, dang, my mom bought me that and then she passed away and I didn't have it anymore. But I still have the blanket and I have her headrest and blanket. But somehow it got ripped and then the rip just kept going and going and going. I was like, whoa. And I was so busy I didn't have time to sew it up. But thankfully my mom taught me how to sew by hand when I was really young. And then I took home ec when I was in middle school, but I already knew all the stuff that they tried to teach me. I just wanted to see if they had anything new. But I know how to sew by hand, so, and with the machine, so I was able to fix it. But I love this blanket because it's got that really soft material, right? And then on the other side, this is soft too, but it's like wool almost, soft wool. It's just like a cozy blanket. Mm. I just feel so snug. I feel snug as a bug. What is that saying when you tuck a kid in? Are you snug as a bug in a rug? I feel snug as a bug in a rug right now. So let's get to this reading and see if we can tap into any zodiac while we're doing it. I don't have any plans on doing zodiac readings right now. I think I might tap into zodiac next week. Okay? Thank you so much, You Need Jesus. We appreciate your energy, your nice positive energy. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Take another bite of my food really quick, guys. I'm eating a beef brat and some Rally's fries. And this is water. Really good water, by the way. I believe that's Crystal Geyser water. Oh my God, I'm getting cold. Let me put my sweater on. That's the reason why I try to bring everything I need right by me, just in case. And I'm pretty cold by nature, but all these lights can make it pretty warm. But I've got the air going and a fan, and I'm under about 3 blankets. So, yeah. I kind of want to tap into my big Oracle deck. I haven't used it in a while, and it's kind of calling me. All right. I'm going to tap into the Realist Oracle deck. And right on the bottom it says the grind and divine timing. So you're on your grind. You're getting in the bag. Okay? And don't let anybody stop you from doing so, because you got great things coming your way. In divine timing though. Okay? So don't rush it. Whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing right now, it looks like you're on your game. You just need to know that divine timing is at play. And that everything's going to come to fruition exactly the way it's supposed to. You got your community. Your community has your back in this situation. All right, collective? You're not alone. You know? People don't understand sometimes that it's important to be active in your community, but it's important to have for your community to have your back. You know, if your community has your back, then it hits different, you know? What's going on with my device here? Hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on. There we go. It just started drooping. I'm like, hey, where you going? Stay with me, camera. And there it goes again. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know why it's doing that. It seems like it's top heavy a little bit. Here we go. This seems really close. Let's zoom that back out a bit. All right, I think that's a little bit better. The way I have the phone sitting in the thing, it just makes it top heavy and it just kept leaning forward, but I think I got it. I got all kind of snacks around me. I've got these sweet candy grapes. Oh, they taste so yummy. Got this creme brulee because I got a couple of different flavors of coffee because we do a lot of stuff late at night, like, you know, and early in the morning. Late nights, early mornings where you need the little caffeine to get you through, you know. I find it easier to navigate through the streets of Texas at night. I rather do door dashing when it's late and everybody else is in their bed. Nobody really wants to get out and go. If it's raining, not storming, but raining, people just don't want to get out because it kind of floods a little bit. The streets get a little floody, but I have a truck, so I don't care. Me and my husband, we have matching trucks, same year. But yeah, we're high up, so I don't worry about the rain so much, the flooding, unless it gets crazy. If it gets crazy flooding, then yeah, no, I won't be out in it. Yeah, this is a copper mug that my mom got for me. She got us a few of them, and it came with the copper straw as well. Love drinking out of these, especially coffee out of a straw. It helps with, you know, not discoloring the teeth so much, you know. I don't use toothpaste. I use coconut oil and baking soda to brush my teeth. Because I'm trying to keep as less chemical off of me as possible. When I was young, I used to relax my hair because I didn't want to deal with going through the frizzy stuff in the winter in Michigan. Then I stopped doing that a long time ago. And once I stopped relaxing my hair, I just started realizing how many chemicals were just like in everything that we use. Not just the stuff that we know is chemical that goes in our hair. Like color, dye, and relaxer and stuff. But I don't color my hair that often. It's the only chemical that I put on my hair now. But I try to be as pure as possible. You know, not perfect, but I try to be as pure as possible. Try to eat as clean as I can. But I know that it's good to drink water through copper. It helps activate it in your body better. And also, I want to do what I can to keep my teeth looking good. Because it's something that's kind of gross about looking at somebody with fucked up teeth, you know? Things that you can avoid with your teeth. If you can avoid it, try to. And if you can hold on to your teeth, as long as you can hold on to your teeth, try to. Because I know how it feels when you have a really bad toothache. Hi, Varsha. It's really, when you have a bad toothache, and you really just want them to take it out of your head. It's like, just get this pain away. If you could just get through the pain, let them get the infection from that pain out of you. And if they can save your tooth, let them save your tooth. Because I find that I have had three teeth pulled in my whole life. And the first one, I did that to myself. A story that I'll tell on a later date, but I did it to myself. I wound up losing a tooth, and that one could not be saved. But the other two that I had pulled, it was just a lot of pain, and they could have saved the tooth, but I was just like, no, I need this done now. I'm tired of being in pain, you know. And if I had realized what I was doing, I wouldn't have done it. So, my advice to you guys: if you ever have a really bad toothache and they tell you, and you go to get it pulled, if they say we can save the tooth, let them save the tooth. Trust me, you want to keep as many of your original teeth as possible. So anyway, let me finish this reading. I was saying about your community. Your community has your back when the camera started drooping on me. But your community has your back in your future endeavors. So know that you're not alone in whatever you decide to do. Okay? That being said, and that with divine timing, follow your spark. Okay? Because you know what you want to do. You just got to follow your heart and do it. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. It guides you home. Choose love over every situation. Because you do have someone that's not choosing love when it comes to you. They're choosing to fight. They want you stuck in a jar. They've been doing black magic on you. And now they have in turn put themselves in that very same jar that they wanted for you. They're now stuck in it. Some of you need to do a release ritual to release this person out of your energy. Some of you already have done a release ritual to get them out of your energy. Duke, how you doing? I hope you're great. I hope your energy is wonderful today. I hope you guys are all feeling blessed. But do a release ritual. Release all that no longer serves you, okay? Release all the people, places, and things that are holding you back, or trying to, anyway. But release them in love and light, because they no longer serve your highest good. And sometimes you got to release that what no longer serves you, so you can move on to the next stage of life, right? That's the simplest way to do it, is to release all that no longer serves your greater good. Haven't used the Moonology deck in a while, so we're going to go ahead and tap into that. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is because the way I'm set up and I'm far enough away, I think, and I'm zoomed in enough, can you guys see these cards? I just do like that. Can everybody see it? Or do I need to specifically? Nope, I need to specifically. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see if everybody could see, but I don't think you can if I try to do it all together. So if I try to, do it from here so everybody can see, and I can literally look in one spot and everybody can see, I don't have to keep moving around, but I'm gonna have to keep moving back and forth from camera to camera. So sorry about that, guys. It's gonna get a little bit crazier later, because I have 5 YouTube stations as of right now, and I do have Instagram linked to one of my accounts, but I don't know if I want to like really get too deep into all the different social medias. I might. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all that, but I'm gonna see. It depends on how my devices continue to flow with me. If they continue to flow with me and I don't have any problems, or not too many problems, and I want it to be a stressful situation for me. I love doing this. I don't want it to become a situation where I feel like I'm working, because I'm doing something that I love, and it doesn't feel like work right now. And even though I have to work hard at it, I have to be consistent in order to make it be something that can be fruitful for me financially. I still love to do it, you know? So I don't want it to be something that I dread doing because now it's so much work, you know? It's not supposed to be a lot of work to do this, and it's not. So, see what we got going on here. Let's tap into the moonology of it all. Okay, conclusions. Conclusions are within reach in the full moon eclipse. Okay? So take time to be aware of what's coming to you and what you need to release. Because in the new moon, that's when you are manifesting what you want. But in the full moon, that's when you're releasing what no longer serves your greater good. So like I said, I can't make this up. Conclusions are within reach because you have to release things. You have to release these people, places, and things in order for you to move forward in the next stage of life. Okay, and it looks like we got Capricorn energy. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn, the new moon comes around, you got great things coming your way. So get ready and open yourself up to receive all the greatness that's coming your way. Okay? Also in the new moon, a new romantic cycle begins, a new moon in Libra. So be aware of that energy, Libra. Okay? Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Okay? So get into the energy of that. There's a test coming. And when it comes to the test, it's just to make sure that you learn that lesson before you are granted the blessing on the other side, because you will be ascending as a result of this lesson that you've learned. Have faith in your dreams in the waxing crescent moon. Have faith. You gotta have faith, baby. Yeah. Because life is like a box of assorted chocolates, if you will. It's not that you never know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get. Sometimes it'll be sweet, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll taste good, sometimes it'll be nasty. But you know you're going to get something with chocolate on it, with a surprise in the middle. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. You're in your North Node, babe. But you got an opposing frenemy, if you will. Or maybe just a straight up enemy, you know, that is operating from their south node. And they see you operating from your north node, but they don't understand how you do that. You know, you make it look so good. You make it look so easy. You know what? I see this card wanting to come out. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. It's a Gemini card. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. And it's kind of typed over the wording, if you will. You see that? That's significant to this reading. You're going to have a Gemini that's going to come at you sideways. You need to release them in the full moon, but that's your choice, you know. You got to take what resonates, leave the rest, and you be your own leader to determine as to what fits in your life and whether you're willing to do that. You have to know what you need to release in your life, who, what, when, and where. Yeah, I'm just a helpful guide to let you know what the energy stating is necessary for you. Nothing will come of this situation void of course moon. So there's something and or someone that cannot go with you to the next stage in life. You will have to release them in order to get to that next stage, because you will not be blessed as long as they're there. Because they are literally there to take that blessing from you, and God's not going to give it to you because it's for you. But you're not going to get it until the people that are trying to steal it from you are gone. And at the bottom it says surrender to the divine. Full moon. Surrender to the divine in the full moon. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. That's what popped out. Okay. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So it's a time for you to really look within yourself. right? Do your shadow work, get one with the Most High, and realize what's real in this world. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. A lot of earth energy in here. You need to tap in. Tap into your energy, tap into your gift, tap into your power. Call your power back from every person, place, entity where you left it, okay? You need to call your power back, seriously, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to be fully charged for this next phase of life. You got a lot of things that are about to happen to you. You got a lot of things that are going to happen for you, for the greater good of you. Okay, collective? So be ready. Be ready for all of these wonderful blessings that are coming your way, because you are about to be blessed beyond belief. And it's going to be kind of scary for you because you're not used to things coming in like that. You know, you have been living a life of lessons, right? And when the blessings come in, sometimes you don't even notice the blessing of it all because you've had so much to deal with as it pertains to learning your lessons. And don't you feel bad about it. As long as you learn your lesson at some point, that's all that matters. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe. I want you guys to feel good. Okay? I want you guys to tap into your own energy and figure out how to make yourself happy. Don't rely on that happiness from other people because that's going to set you back. Seriously, I don't want you guys sitting around waiting for somebody else to come into your life and magically, mysteriously make you happy. That's not how it works. You make yourself happy. Don't be relying on other people for your energy source, okay? Hold on, guys. Let me slide that down. Because that's going to help it to stop doing what it's doing. It just will not do it for me. It's like it's not understanding what I'm asking it to do, and it's supposed to be a freaking iPhone. Why is this iPhone so stupid? It's like, really? Never had an iPhone so dumb in my life. I guess it is what it is. Well, whatever. I'm not going to let it stress me out. It's annoying that it's not working the way I want it to, but moving on. And that's part of the reading, guys. Everything isn't always going to happen the way you want it to. It's just not. Things just don't work out the way, exactly the way we want them to. And that's the whole part of divine timing. You know, you have to understand that things are going to happen exactly the way they're supposed to happen. You can't force it to happen the way you want it to happen. So, there's that. But I just want people to understand that if you rush things to happen before they're supposed to happen, all you're doing is hurting yourself. So just be patient. Be patient with the Most High. Know that the Most High knows what's best for you. Always, even when we think we know what's best for us, the Most High knows, always knows what's best for us, you know? So we kind of need to just sit back, chillax, and let the Most High do what the Most High does. Okay. I think that's going to do it for me. Trying to get that yin and yang in there, but it's just, I want to make sure that the camera is at least zoomed in to where I need it to be. This bad boy is really giving me the blues here. It's just not really trying to work for me here. Okay. All right, guys. So, let's see. I think I'm going to go with the gold foil deck. I really love this deck. It's really beautiful. Did I say beautiful? Wow. Okay, so somebody country isn't coming into your life. Because I do not talk like that. Beautiful. I was just thinking it was kind of cute that this lady that lives in, let's say, she lives in Texas. That's all I'm going to say. She's on TV, and she says that her R's like that, you know, like beautiful. I don't know. What's her name? Glorilla talks like that. She's real country. 7 of Pentacles at the bottom and 5 of Pentacles on the cut. Someone does not want to see your forward progress. They want to stop your forward progress in every way, shape, or form. I love this beautiful deck, by the way. Look at the back. These are like all gold foil. Really beautiful. And they're so flexible. They're gonna be like this forever. They have a coating on them. They're just really great cards. And then they were only like 10, 15 bucks from freaking Temu. Temu did it. And Temu did that one. Okay, and then this is what's crazy. That's 5 of Pentacles, right? And then I told you at the bottom we got 7 of Pentacles, right? And behind 7 of Pentacles is 6 of Pentacles. So here's it started with the 5, right? And then the 7, because the fruits of your labor are coming in. No one can stop what's for you. You know, what's for you is meant for you. No one can stop it, you know? So your hard work is going to pay off regardless, right, babe? So don't worry about it. You're going to get your fruits of your labor. But then there's a 6 of Pentacles right behind that. So it's 5, 6, and 7 of Pentacles right behind each other. 7 of Pentacles on the bottom, 5 Pentacles on the cut, and then 6 of Pentacles behind 7 of Pentacles, because your ships are coming in. You know, you're going to get everything you're supposed to get. Knight of Swords coming to protect you. Okay? With everything in his might to make sure you get what's coming to you. And we got the 3 of Cups because it's time for you to actually sit back and enjoy the labor. You need to start having fun. You need to party with like-minded people and go out and enjoy yourself. That's what it's giving. It's giving you've been working so hard that you forgot how to play. Okay? Ooh, I'm getting a little warm now. Finally, I'm sitting under like, I don't know how many blankets, guys. I got on it. This is super thick. This is like winter. A winter dress. It's not a nightgown. It's like a dress that I wouldn't really wear outside, but it's not a nightgown. The Tower. Someone is sending you a tower moment, trying to send you a tower moment, but they're going to end up the receiver of this tower. Let me look at it. Yeah, their house is burning down, but they wanted your house to burn down. This is the sad part about it when people send these tower moments your way. Like I said, you're going to have to walk away from a person, place, and or thing to move forward to the next, to get to the blessing on the other side of the lesson and to ascend to the next stage of your life. You're going to have to remove yourself from people, places, and things. They're going to have to be released because there's some people that are sending you black magic. basically blaming you for everything that's going wrong in their lives. Yay. Like, grow up already, man. It's not my problem. I don't have anything to do with what's going wrong in your life. How is it my problem that you can't get it together? Like, really? Okay, this is like really annoying to me. That camera's close. All right. I have to have the camera close, guys, because my knee is bothering me, and I don't want anybody to get no surprise glimpses of my undercovers and everything, because I'm very comfortable right now. Like I said, I'm at home. I have on a dress, and I don't want nobody looking up under my dress under this camera. Because, you know, even though the people that are subscribed to me are really awesome people, and some of the people that are not subscribed to me, they just come in and watch sometimes, they're awesome. But, you know, there's the occasional perv that's out there. And I don't want no parts of that. But you don't really have a choice when you're online, you know. There's going to be the occasional perv that's going to come in that's going to make you feel hella uncomfortable. And you don't want to give them any ammunition to make you feel uncomfortable, okay? And I don't give people ammunition to make me feel uncomfortable, because if you start to make me feel uncomfortable, you have to leave the room and you will not be welcome back, period. I don't take kindly to people trying to make my space uncomfortable, because I want this to be a safe place for everyone, especially me, because it's my channel. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Anything else for the collective? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So you got a knight that's going to bring some pentacles in for you. You got someone that's coming in with... I feel like this is going to be like a wealthy man that's coming in to like save the day. You know? Captain save them though. Someone's coming in to save the day. Someone wants to help you move forward in life because they see that you've been struggling. Because you got some people that are like really trying hard to hold you back with this tower situation. Like, why are you sending me this? No one wants this energy. You can take that back. And don't forget, guys, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Return to sender all black magic spells, hexes, curses, evil eye, bad luck, low vibration. Send it all back, you know. Nine of Pentacles, because your fruits of labor are coming in, and the King of Pentacles, you know. It's going to be someone coming in to assist you. Someone dropping off a big bag of money, or just assisting you with a loan, or just helping you, giving you something that you need to start your business or your next endeavor, right? Heavy on the Taurus energy in this reading. Very, very heavy on the Taurus energy. Okay? This one's just trying. Oh, strength. I'm not surprised. And then we got the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. So that makes sense. You got heavy protection. Heavy protection. And you are strong. Your strength reincarnated in the infinity sign over her head. You got something that's going to... You got something coming in that's going to last forever. And you got strength to pull this off. So don't doubt yourself. You got this, babe. No one and nothing can stop you. Your chariot awaits. Your chariot awaits. Everything you want, baby boo, is coming to fruition. So get into it, yeah? Know that everything you need is coming to you. You're not going to have to want for anything, period. That's just how the cookie crumbles for you, babe. Ace of Swords, you have infinite protection on you. Infinite protection on you, baby boo. Right? I am protected. I am protected. I am protected. I have infinite protection on me. And at the bottom, you got the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Because you got everything you want coming in with these Ten of Cups, right? Everything you want. All that you desire, all your little heart's desires are coming to fruition. Five of Wands. Because the unnecessary fight is happening, but you are always going to be the victor because you are completely protected physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You got this, babe. God don't play when it comes to you. People play, but God doesn't. And judgment will be called on every adversary because God does not play when it comes to you. The scales of justice will be tipped in your favor. You are so powerful. You really need to tap in. You gotta tap into your gifts, baby boo. Tap into what's for you. Tap into your gift. Tap into your power. Tap into everything that's for you, Four of Wands, because you are magical and you're not seeing your worth. But it's coming. You're about to have a paradigm shift is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like something is about to happen that's going to open your mind to just how powerful you really are. You know, just how protected you are, but just how powerful you truly are. I think it's going to take something huge to happen. You're going to see your power and you're going to appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Okay, if you feel inclined to do so. And if you feel like this reading might help a friend or family member, please share it. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you are feeling led to tip, donate, or support my channel, I am a housewife recovering from cancer treatment. My 90 days, my 90-day mark is the 12th from the moment that I had the surgery to remove my gallbladder and part of my liver, stage 2 carcinoma. I'm really happy about my healing process, but I don't work. I haven't worked in a few years. I was injured on the job at Tesla, so I can't work, but I can do this. And this, even though it pulls from my energy field, I feel really good about sharing my energy with you guys. All right, let's keep going, okay? I don't want to get all emotional on you guys. You know what? I haven't used this deck in a while. Spirit Messages, Oracle cards. Let's get into it, yeah? I love this deck. I remember when I first said I was going to buy this deck, and another reader that I watch obviously watches me as well because she went out and got the deck before me while I said I'm about to get it because I had the small travel size versions that I had bought from Temu when I first started really getting my deck game up. And I realized why everything was so cheaply priced. Because I was getting the travel size. They were only like $2 and $3 per deck. And I was like, wow, okay. So anyway, I said I was going to get the standard size. And when I started talking about what I was going to get before I got it, I noticed that she would go out and buy the decks before I would buy them. I thought it was really catty, you know, at first. And then I was just like, okay, it is what it is. Because I'm sure she and other people will have decks that I'll like. And I will go out and buy whatever I want to buy because we don't own. Some people do own the decks. They create their own decks and then they go out and sell them. But if you're selling them, then you want people to buy them, right? So, but when we buy decks from other people, even though it seems like we're original and we're the first person that's using them or whatever, the deck is not ours. We don't own them. So, you know, I'm not going to be a hater and be like, oh, she went out and bought the deck that I wanted before I got it. It was kind of that. It was like her trying to say, oh, you're going to get it? Well, I'll get it first. And it sparked a competition, so to speak. I started noticing that every time I mentioned a set of cards, she'd go out and buy it before me. So I stopped talking about what I was gonna buy. Because I like to have my own thing going on. And if we have the same people watching, I don't want you thinking that you got one up on me. You know, you've already been doing this for way longer than me. I'm years behind on what you know, but I'm still doing great. So that should tell you something. I'm an originator, babe. I don't need to take ideas from other people. That's your thing. But I do notice that you get a kick out of watching me and trying to do something before me. It's weird. It's a weird competitive energy. You must have siblings that are that have competed with you or something. What is going on with this phone? Why does it keep drooping? Do you see my camera keep? This is starting to really piss me off. I don't know why it's doing that. What is the problem here? All right, are we good now? All right, I think we're good. But but I do know that some of these people that are on here, I feel a little twisted when I put my sweater on. So hold on one second. I do notice that a couple of people that I used to watch started watching me, and they started feeling competitive with me, and I don't understand why, but it is what it is. I don't care. Whoever feels like they want to compete with me, you can try all day long. I don't care how long you've been doing this. You'll never be able to compete with me because we're different. You know, I'm not competing with anyone. We're all different. It's enough for everyone to go around, and they sell these cards in bulk because all of us can buy them. So anyway, I said that to say this: you might have someone out there that's trying to uh, be like you, or be you, doppelgang you, or someone that's just in this self-motivated competition with you that you're not participating in. They're in it by themselves, but they truly believe that there's a competition there. Like this particular person I'm talking about, they did end up having a deck that I really enjoyed. I looked at it, I was like, man, that's beautiful. And it's a nice, thick deck. Oh, speaking of that deck, I almost never do a reading without it now, so let me grab it real quick. But I got this deck, and she's the only person I've seen using it besides myself. But I got the deck because I saw it. You know, I watched a reading that she did, and she actually had that deck, and I was like, wow, that's a really beautiful deck. It is awesome. So I went out and got the deck, and it's not cheap either, and it's a very big, beautiful deck. But as a result of the whole deck thing, I think we've got this little weird competition that's going on. And I don't, like I said, I don't compete with people, but I do find that people wind up competing with me. And I'm just gonna leave that at that. Sometimes people decide that they feel like they need to compete with me, and it's unnecessary to compete with me because there's no competition. We're different. You do what you do, I do what I do. But yeah, it is what it is. People are going to do what people are going to do, whether you feed into it or not. This is the deck. It's a very big 240 card deck. It's the graffiti. I think it's What's the Vibe? Yeah. No, Vibe About It. Why do I keep saying What's the Vibe? Is that this one? No, it's Beauty and the Soul. Yeah. I got these cards before I got these cards. But they both come from Etsy. But not only did she grab this deck before I grabbed it, once I said I was going to grab it, After she grabbed this deck, I had to get it. It's a volume 1 and a volume 2. I got the volume 2. She's got both. I would like to get volume 1, but I wound up in the hospital with cancer after I bought this deck, and I revealed it. I opened it in the hospital while I was waiting on my cancer diagnosis. I had this deck already, so I was using this while I was in the hospital. But I noticed that she went out and bought this deck. So I know this girl watches me. This girl that inspired me. And since I noticed that, you know, some of the stuff that I talk about, a lot of the stuff that I talk about ends up on her channel, I noticed that she watches me a lot. Because there's some regurgitation there. And it's not that we're picking up on the same energy. It's just literally you taking the information that you heard from me and regurgitating on your channel like it came from you. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not stressed about it. I talk about it because I need people to understand that anything you hear from my channel came from me first. I do lives. I don't watch other people's channel to get information. I watch them to see if they're regurgitating my information. If I'm hearing my messages over and over again, and I do hear them over and over again. And some of it is because some of the people that are watching me, they go out and find the decks and they use the exact same decks that I use in my reading so that they can get the same, so they can stumble upon the same energy. It is what it is. But I just want you guys to know that my readings are authentic. This is not me pre-recording and sending you a pre-recorded reading as a premiere. You know, I don't do that. I give you lives, and this is just me pure, uncut, and raw, getting my information straight from the Most High. You know, you're not going to see me reading from a tablet, or I'm not going to research information for you either. I want you to research it yourself. Because I do my own research, right? But I'm not going to sit here and read from a tablet or from a notepad, something that I jotted down earlier. If I don't remember it during the live, you're just not going to get that information because it's not meant for you to have in that live, right? Any information that I give you during my live, it's meant for you right now, right? And my readings are timeless. Just because I did a live on this day in 2025 doesn't mean it won't be relevant to someone next year, 20 years from now, right? So just know that my readings are timeless. But everything that happens during a reading is relevant to the reading, right? So if you got someone that's out here trying to copycat what you're doing, know that they can copycat all day long. It doesn't matter what they do like you, they're not you. And the message that you're trying to send across will come across the way it needs to come across from you. The message that they want to send to their people, it's going to come across the way it needs to come across, right? It might be some of the same people in the energy. They might need to hear your message 2 or 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? My hand is itching, money's coming. And I do know that these people that are watching me that have already been in the game and they're already monetized, they're really like trying to stop me from being monetized, reporting my videos and stuff, saying it's not me or it's not real, it's not original content. It's not me, but it's me. Make it make sense. But anyway, moving forward, I like the messages that come from this deck. It is the Spirit Messages Oracle Cards deck. You can get this deck almost anywhere. For the top 3 places that you can get a tarot, that most people get their tarot decks from, Amazon, Etsy, and Temu. Temu is the most discounted one. This is the exact same thing that you're going to get from Amazon and Etsy, okay? And it's going to cost you a whole lot less on Temu. So I would say for the most part, guys, go to Temu first and see if they have the cards in the standard size. And make sure you're looking at the pictures to see if it's in the standard size. If it's in 7, I want to say 3 by 5 or 2.7 by 4.7 as it pertains to the measurements of the cards, then that's average size. And whatever price they're charging you for that at Temu, most likely that will be probably the cheapest one you'll find. But always price match, you know, go back, you can go to boutiques online boutiques. You can go to Etsy, you can go to Amazon, Walmart. Walmart seems to be the most expensive place that I've seen when it comes to tarot and oracle cards. I mean, there are some that are expensive on Etsy, but it's worth it. Like this is like 125 bucks. I'm rounding up. I think it was about 120. It was 123. I want to say it was like $123.45 or 54 cents or something like. It was a magical number. It was an angel number. It was a beautiful number, and it was like a fresh beginning. And guess what wound up happening when I got this deck? I was in the hospital, found out I had cancer, and not only did I have it, they were able to cure me of it within 72 hours. They were able to cut it out, and there was no more in there. As far as I know, I'm cancer free right now, right? 90 days later, I'm still healing from the surgery. But 240 card deck, it costs, but it's worth it. The 120 something dollars is worth it for this deck, right? I wouldn't pay $123 for a 40 card deck. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you might find someone trying to charge you an outlandish amount of money for a normal set of cards that's only like 40 to 60 cards for like 50 bucks or more. And it's like, are you serious? This is not worth that much. I paid probably 7 to 10 bucks for this deck. I can't say how much it was exactly because I don't remember. I am not going to pull up the account to find out, but I'm just saying, you don't have to break the bank to get some stuff, to get what you need. You can get it at a discounted rate. Just don't. And if you want something that's a little fancy, you can get it a little fancy. Like this, let me show you these two small decks that I got from Temu. They're travel size, but, and I'm not going to lie, this travel size one is really not that tiny. It's pretty much the same size as this card here is the size of this deck here. And this is the travel size, right? But this is the standard size. You see the difference? Right? The standard size is the same size as this. This is the box, by the way. The card is just a little bit smaller. And this is not in the box. That's why it's smaller. But yeah. So basically what I'm saying is you don't have to break the frickin' bank to get what you need. Right? This is a travel size deck. These are both travel size. This has green gilding. This has green gilding. And like I said, this is the standard size deck of this one. And it has gold gilding. You can get all this stuff for decent prices. I think I might have paid like somewhere between $5 and $11 for these. I want to say it might have been between $3 and $10. Like I don't think it was that much because they're small. They come in a little can. I think I got 3 different sets that come in this can type of situation. And this is a durable can, right? The can was damaged when I received it. I was worried about the cards. I had to pull the dents out of this can. But the cards were intact inside, so it was really awesome. I just, I'm saying that to say this, guys, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on your craft to make it work for you. It's going to work for you. If it's meant to be, it will be. You just got to put forth that effort. Prayer without works is not a great thing, because you're expecting something to happen out of nothing. I mean, miracles do happen every day, but that doesn't mean that you're going to sit back and pray and God's just going to drop down miracles on you all the time. You're going to have to get out there and work for some of the stuff that you need, but you don't have to work extremely hard, and you don't have to break the bank to get what you need to make it happen, okay? So just focus on the betterment of you. Don't worry about the people around you that are trying to be like you or trying to make things harder for you than they need to be, right? Because you're going to, anything that comes into your life that doesn't take you out is definitely going to make you stronger. And I know people hate to hear that saying, especially in the midst of the fire, but every time you get burnt, what does it do? It doesn't leave a scar, it makes you stronger. It makes your skin tougher. It makes you tougher. It makes you more resilient because now you know where to look for that gasoline. Now you know where to look for the thing that's going to ignite the fire, right? What messages do we have for them? Keep moving forward even if you are unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. So you need to trust in your intuition. You don't need receipts. All you need to know is that your intuition knows exactly what's going on, what's happening to you, what's happening for you. Okay, so tap into your gifts, tap into your power, and know that God knows your address and did not forget your address. You will be blessed the way you're supposed to be blessed. Every blessing that happens to one of us, it's happening because we've learned a lesson, right? So you're going to get the blessing on the other side of the lesson that you learned. And then you're going to ascend because you're vibrating high and you're elevating yourself, you're aligning yourself with your manifestations, right? So get into that. Sit in that energy, okay? Slow down. Okay, this card just flipped over out of nowhere, so okay. Slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. This is the second time divine timing has come out in this reading, guys. And this is the second deck it's come out in. Okay? So understand that the divine timing is at play. And you just need to exude patience. Okay? Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are ahead of you. Isn't that the wonderful thought? Your best days are ahead of you. That is a wonderful thought because that means that no matter what's happened, good, bad, or indifferent, you got even better things coming your way moving forward. Okay? So get into the high vibration of it all and embrace what Spirit has for you, what the Source has for you, what the Most High has for you. No one can take your blessings from you, okay? And you got to have faith in that. You got to have faith, baby. You got to have faith in you and your intentions and your intuition too. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are missing you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient, everything will come together for you. Who is we? Your spirit team, your passed over loved ones, the Most High God. Okay? You're not alone in this. You are not alone. I am here with you. Yeah, tap into it, babe. Tap in, right? Sometimes it feels like life is harder than anyone else's. You're going through things that no one else is going through. Woe is me. You are not going through anything that anyone else hasn't already been through. Your life isn't any harder than anybody else's life before you. It just feels that way in the moment. You will get through it. This too shall pass. And get over yourself if you think that life is harder for you than it is for everybody else. It's not. Everybody goes through highs, lows, ups, downs, period. Nothing is perfect for anyone, no matter how perfect it looks to you. Just because their life looks perfect doesn't mean it is perfect. And just because what you think is perfection, it's not. It's just what you think is perfection because you've gone through so much and you haven't learned to be grateful for what you already have. People that think everyone else is being blessed except for them, they haven't learned how to be grateful for what they have. And you need to tap into that energy of being grateful for what you have because If you're not grateful for what you have now, what makes you think the Most High is going to bless you with anything better when you can't even be thankful and grateful for what you've been given thus far? Tap in and be thankful, right? Always be grateful. Always find something to be thankful and grateful for. Because your life, if you think it's bad now, it could always get worse, right? So tap into that energy, babe. I need some agua. It tastes really good. Mm, 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 mm-hmm. Headstrong. Maybe it's time to get out of your own way. Nobody knows everything, and there will be times when you will have to accept that. Stop feeling like you need to control the narrative of everything that goes on in your life. You don't need to control everyone and everything. You just need to be open to receive what's for you and be ready to release what's not for you. We're using the inner wisdom compass, guys. Did I show you the first deck that I used? I don't think I did. The first deck I used was this one, the realist deck. And then after that, we used Moonology. And after Moonology, I want to say we used, oh no, I showed you the spirit messages one, right? That's the one that I said I was going to buy and someone else went out and bought it. Oh, and then we used the gold foil deck. That's the gold foil deck. And this is the gold foil with gold on the back. Okay, I'm going to show you the difference. I always do this, but I feel like it's necessary for me to do this because they're completely different. This is the gold foil deck and this one. It looks like this. And it has the gold on the back, right? And it comes in this handy dandy box that's very durable. It has a guidebook. I got this from Temu, guys. And the card that I showed you comes with 2 extra cards, and that don't have anything to do with the tarot. So that's what I was showing you. But this is the gold foil deck, and this is the box that it comes in. It opens like this, right? The magnet on the side, and that's the front of the box. Here's the other gold foil deck. This is the back. Right. And this is the front. And it has Spanish and English. Spanish at the top. And English at the bottom. You see the illustrations are a little different. And then on the back, you got the All Seeing an Eye. It's black and gold on the bottom. I mean on the back. And it's the same durable material. It'll be like that forever. I love it. I love my gold foil decks. I just wanted to show you guys these decks because if anybody is interested in these decks, you got to look for them the way they look. If you type in gold foil deck, a whole bunch of them are going to come up. But these two are the main ones. They have pink foil, they have silver foil, they have black foil, all kinds. And some of them, when you type in gold foil, it's not going to be gold at all. So just know that. But these are the two gold, the most popular ones that I like. So there's that. Security. And the reason why I'm showing you all of my decks that I'm using, and I'm going to try to remember to do, because I try to remember to do it every time, but it doesn't always go off the way I plan it to. That's why it's live. I love live because things happen on the live that you can edit out of a pre-recorded message, right? But you don't want to edit out certain things just because it doesn't, just because it isn't pretty doesn't mean it doesn't fit in the reading, right? Everything isn't going to be pretty. Everything isn't going to be perfect, right? But it is what it is, and the information is what it's supposed to be, right? Security. Be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been disabled. Why would I say that? Because someone's trying to give you the illusion of security and they want you to trust them, but they are not trustworthy. So be careful who you trust. So let's start over. Security. Be careful not to be drawn into false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established, right? So make sure you make people that come into your life earn your trust. Don't just give it to them willy-nilly and freely. Make people earn your trust because they've got other things in mind that are not good for you. Pearls before swine on the bottom. Be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted and are unworthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness. Say it just like that. You deserve the best, baby. You deserve the best. Pearls before swine. All day long. Get into it, yeah. All right. Laughter. Laughter is a medicine for the soul. So laugh, even if it is through tears. Oh, wow. So laugh until you cry, laugh until it hurts, but laugh because it is medicine for the soul. I'm telling you, I remember I took my mom to see Shuler King, and he's like really blowing up now, and I thought he was going to blow up then. But what happened was we went to see him right before COVID hit, and then COVID hit really hard, and I think that slowed down his tour. And then I remember he came back to California when we were there, but I don't think he got the same response that he did the first time because it was after COVID and people were still scared to come out. Because when I moved to Texas, people were still scared to come out of their house in California. When we got to Texas, everybody was looking at us like, why are you guys wearing masks? Are you contagious? Do you have it? We were walking around like in hazmat suits in California. We came to Texas and they were looking at us like, where you get? What's going on with you? What are you okay? Where'd you come from? So everybody handled that whole COVID crisis very differently. The South did not care as much as the West Coast, I would say. The West Coast had us like, are you sure we can't leave? Why can't we leave our house? Like me and my man, we just went, and we met during COVID, when COVID. That's funny. I'm not going to say what COVID means to me. But anyway, Megan Thee Stallion says it best when she said, call him Captain Hook. But anyway, laughter. Laughter is medicine for the soul. Okay? And COVID, that whole situation might be relevant to this reading for you. You know, like I said, me and my man met through COVID. And a lot of people's relationships didn't make it through COVID that were already together. And people that met during COVID didn't make it through it. But we're almost 6 years in. We literally met right when COVID hit, like, real hard. Yep. And we made it through. And we were like right there at each other's face all day long, every day. Now, we'd be like, oh, dude, I don't want to go there by myself. Baby, will you go with me? I'm so used to you going with me everywhere. It got to the point where my man drove us around so much that he told my nephew he was our butler. And my mom was like, not, she was kind of scared to drive at the end of her life. And she drove she was the driver. My mom was like the angry driver, all that, road rage, all that. She drove everywhere. And at the end, she was like, I remember we were moving from one part of Texas to the other part, and we all had our own vehicle. Well, she didn't drive out here from California. We towed her vehicle. We towed her vehicle behind. He towed her vehicle. I can't even say this right. We both have trucks. My husband towed my mom's car. We packed our trucks down, and her car, we packed it down, and we packed a pod with all of our furniture and sent it ahead. And then once we got where we were going, we took her car off of the platform that we towed it on, and she was supposed to drive it from one part of Texas to the other. And once we were getting ready to go, I was like, "Hey, you ready?" And she was looking at me. She's like, "I was like, what's wrong?" She's like, "I forgot." I can't remember what she forgot. But when she told me that, I was like, "Mommy, are you okay to drive? Because if you don't remember where that is, I'm thinking that you might not be feeling comfortable driving anymore." And she was like, "You know what? I don't really think I do feel comfortable driving. Really, maybe on the roads, but not on the highway." She's like, side street driving, local, 5 minutes away, down the street, maybe. She was like, "But I don't really feel comfortable driving like that anymore." I was like, "Don't worry about it." I was like, "You just put your car in park, let's lock her up, we'll come back and get it later." And that's what we did. We went ahead and moved where we were moving to. It was less than 2 hours away, so we just went where we were going, unpacked everything from the vehicle that we were going to go back in, and we went back and got my mom's vehicle. You know, it was just, it's crazy how much my man has spoiled me and how much he spoiled my mom while she was still alive. He really did spoil her. She loved him so much, but they spoiled each other because, she was the mom that he never had. And even though my mom had two sons, one of them died at the age of 3. And her oldest child was her first son. And, but, he was like another son to her, It's crazy. Their birthday's a day apart. His birthday is a day after my mom's birthday. It's just crazy. Just that whole situation, just meeting my man when I met him and him being able to have such a wonderful relationship with my mom. Such a wonderful relationship with her. And being able to do so in the last years of her life. When we lost her, it was a gut punch to the world. I tell you, anybody that ever met my mom loved her like she was their mom, and she treated everyone like they were her kids. So she was so loving, and I'm so grateful that I had that experience, that I had the mom that I had. Because I see a lot of most of the tarot readers on here have horrible relationships with their mom. Like one girl, sweet as pie, she's such a beautiful young lady. Gorgeous, beautiful brown skin. Oh man, when I first watched her, I was like, man, I don't know if she wears makeup or not, but her skin looks like chocolate. You just kind of want to take a bite out of her chin and be like, oh, it's that chocolate. She looks like milk chocolate. So beautiful. But when she talks about her parents, I feel bad for her. I'm like, damn. I don't know what my life would have been like if I didn't have such a wonderful mom. I'm so blessed. So grateful that I had that experience, right? And there's another girl, like the girl that I be talking about that, we be going back and forth, with as it pertains to content. It just kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable sometimes. I feel like my content gets um, lifted and rebranded, but it is what it is. But she has a horrible relationship with her mom. She says she grew up in a very violent home, and I'm like, damn. Um, there were things that went on in my household that probably shouldn't have happened. Things that I witnessed that I probably shouldn't have witnessed. Things that we had to go through under the name of my mom, having to do it by herself for a while, But I had a great childhood. No matter what happened to me, I was loved and cared for by a wonderful woman that brought me to this planet. My mom took her role as my mother very seriously, and she gave me all the greatness that she had to give, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm grateful for it, but I feel like I'm one of the few tarot readers out here that are not completely and utterly, that don't have disdain for their mom. I loved my mom. I will always love my mom, even though she's not here anymore. The love I have for her, the love she had for me, it's just unwavering and unmatched. I'll never love anybody the way I loved my mom. The love I have for her is unmeasurable. But maybe that's something that is needed to be said. Maybe that's confirmation for someone. Your mom is amazing. Yeah, your mom is amazing. And don't take her for granted, right? Because you never know when it's going to be the last time. You never know when her getting sick and going to the hospital, she may not come home. Or you never know if I was watching this. Oh, it's gonna make me cry. I'm getting teared up. Because before she died, it seemed like every show that I watched, the character's mom died. And it made me feel like my mom was about to die. And I didn't want to face that fact. And when she did, I was like, man, I felt like I was being warned. But I was watching the show, The Closer. And her mother kept saying, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. For about 2 or 3 days. And she was so busy with everything going on in her life. She just didn't have time. And then one morning her dad woke up, and her dad had just dealt with cancer, and her mom was his caretaker. And she was just withering away, and nobody was noticing that she was withering away while she was caring for her husband. But the daughter was like, the dad woke up and was like making breakfast, and he was feeling better for the first time in a long time. And he was like, go wake your mama up and tell her I got some pancakes ready for her, right? And she went to the door, and her mom didn't answer her. And I think she knew immediately. And she said, Mama, I got time. You said you wanted to talk, Mama. Mama, I got time. And she walked around to the other side of the bed, and her mom was staring into space. She had died in her sleep. It's like she woke up and died with her eyes open. And her daughter just started screaming. And I was just like, oh my God. It shook my soul when I saw that episode. And I was like, I'm not ready to lose my mom. A few years before she passed, she got sick in the hospital, and she started getting better, then she started getting worse, and I took her out of the hospital. I took her home, and I nursed her back to health. But the last time, it was so different. She had oxygen, and something told me I couldn't take her home. something just kept telling me, don't take her home. If you take her home, it's not going to be good. But in the last 10 days, she couldn't breathe with the oxygen. They put her on the ventilator. And when that happened, I knew. But I feel like I'm going through this emotion because somebody's about to lose their mom. And it's somebody that's really close to their mom. And it's somebody that needs to know that this is confirmation that you love your mom and your mom loves you. And you can't take her for granted. You just gotta love on your mom. Even if she wasn't the best mother to you, even if you have questions, ask those questions. Deal with any shadow work that you need to deal with, because I did that too before my mom passed. We had some conversations, and we were able to make peace with some certain things. But I feel like this is your confirmation that you need to make peace with your mom and be grateful for your mom and love on your mom while your mom is still here. I don't care what she did to you. She loves you. No matter how hard she was on you, she did it for a reason. And it made you such a tough, resilient person. Nobody can knock you down where you won't get back up, except for the Most High. So know that everything she did, even though it may seem like it came from a hateful place, it didn't. Just know that. Even the people who think their parents were doing black magic on them, even if they were, forgive them. Make peace with them. Because we only get one set of parents. Okay? So I feel like somebody needs to make peace with their family. And this is your confirmation. So make peace with mama. If nobody else, make peace with your mama. And if your mama is like a real low down, dirty dog, piece of crap, still make peace with her. You don't have to invite her back into your life, but make peace with her, because tomorrow's not promised. And if you have to love her at a distance, love her at a distance. But love her, because she brought you to this world, and she didn't have to. Hatred. Hatred is like a cancer. It destroys you from the inside out. So don't hate anyone. I don't care what they did to you. Don't hate them. Pray for their healing. And send them love and light, no matter what. 11:44. Ooh. Yes, baby. 11:44 is the time, Central Standard Time. That is a good number. Look up that angel number and see what it means to you. See what it means for you. Okay? Awaken. It's time to awaken to a new day and a new you. You are no longer a caterpillar. You're a butterfly. Spread your wings and fly, baby. Spread your wings and fly. Wake up to the transformation that is you. Sacrifice. What have you given up to be where you are, and was it worth it? Don't let someone else sacrifice you. Don't be the sacrifice for someone else's issues. Okay? You sacrifice what you need to sacrifice willingly. Don't let someone else force you to sacrifice something that you don't want to. Okay? I am about to wrap this thing up soon. It's almost midnight where I'm living. And I had no intention on being out. Someone is out and about right now, looking for you. Seriously, like out and about, trying to figure out where you are. And I don't think you want them to know where you are, so be aware of that. All right. I'm going to pull out this small deck. Like I told you, this can is damaged. I got some a discount on this because look at this. I don't know if you guys can really see the damage on camera, but you can really see it on the inside, right? outside. You see that? So when I go to take the cards out, they're like really in there. It's got the green gilding. And it's a travel size deck. Just a beautiful deck. And it shows up pretty good. This is what's on the bottom, the Hangman. And all of the Hangmans are different on every deck that I've ever used. But this one tells me that this Hangman is very magical and very intentional. Extremely magical and extremely intentional. So you tap into your gifts, baby. Ace of Pentacles, because everything that you want is coming to fruition. And with the roots that are bigger than what's growing up top, because you planted a seed a long time ago and you're going to have great fruit to come from that seed. Seven of Wands, because you are spiritual. Okay? Tap into your gifts. Don't forget that you are uniquely you for a reason. You don't need to be like anybody else. Just tap into your gifts, baby. Okay? Because you are the bomb.com, and don't let anyone tell you any different. You're the Empress. You're pregnant with new life, new ideas. And some of you are pregnant with a child. So get ready to give birth to a baby, to new life, new ideas. You might be mothering the world, right? Nine of Wands, because you are a magical being. You're a goddess. You're an empress. You're a high priestess. You have got great magical gifts all around you. The Wheel of Fortune. It's coming. Everything is coming to fruition for you. You're not going to have to work hard for anything moving forward because you've built a very strong foundation for everything that you want to come to fruition. Look, I cut the cards. There was a 9 of Cups on the bottom. Okay? You're almost there. Every cup that you need, it's almost there. You're right there at the cusp of the end. And when I cut the cards, your chariot awaits. What does that tell you, babe? You will not have to want for anything. Anything you want, my love, is coming your way. Right? You got the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Like, hey, baby, hey, hey. Get into it, yeah? Get into it. You got to get into it. You got to see your worth, babe. 8 of Wands, because the fight ain't over. As long as you got breath in your lungs, guess what? You're going to fight to the bitter end and you're going to win the battle. No one is going to be a strong enough adversary because you got the Most High on your side. And everybody that's trying to fight against you, they're not even fighting you anymore. They're fighting the Most High. And the 10 of Wands is at the bottom here. Because you got everything you need. All the magic inside of you. You know, you're about to get your 40 acres and a mule. That's what's coming your way, babe. Everything you want. You're not going to have to want for anything. So just get ready for it. Life is about to be a lot easier. Okay? All that hard work is going to pay off. All the craziness that you've gone through, all the bad things that you feel have happened that you thought were going to kill you, they're going to make you so much stronger. So just know that. Know that going in, that you're going to be okay, baby boo. All right, let's see who. Kissing and Telling. Ooh. I still have yet to see all of the cards in this 240 card deck. I've seen a lot of them. All right, Kissing and Telling, sharing private details to others, doesn't keep things confidential, breach of trust, boastful attitude. Okay, so this is just someone that's got a big ass mouth. Be careful who you share your business with because everyone doesn't have your best interest at heart. Some people can't stand you and they can't wait to tell your business. They have diarrhea of the mouth. Toilet plunger, unclogging unnecessary crap, working through crap to get things done, fixed, need to get messy. So you might need to get a little messy to deal with this person. You might need to tape a plunger to their mouth so they can plunge all that crap from their gut. Double standards and lucky break. So double standards, unfair expectations in relationships, unfair or hypocritical treatment. The scales of justice will be tipped in your favor, so don't you worry about this double standard. They're working hard at nothing, and it's really sad, but they'll get it together eventually. But you got a lucky break coming your way, babe. Fortunate opportunity appears out of nowhere. Unexpected stroke of luck. Positive changes in your life, baby boo. So get into it. Know that your blessing is going to come to you no matter what. No one can stop your blessings. You're still standing, not giving up. Give it all you got. 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 Mm. Still standing, not giving up. Give it all you got. Someone tried to break you. Nothing can break you. You know why? Because you're unstoppable like a freaking freight train. Chicka, 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 chicka. Choo, choo. Keep pushing forward, baby. And nobody can stop you. Just like that. Yep, your era. Your time is here. End of struggle. Your end of struggle is near. You're going to rise up and stand in your power. So call your power back from every person, from every realm, from every place, from every entity where you left it, because you got a backstabber in the mix. Betrayal, taking credit for your work, talking behind your back, sabotaging someone's efforts. This is what we were talking about earlier. That's the energy that we've been picking up. There's someone that's acting like they're your friend, and they're taking the ideas that you've shared with them and saying that they came from them. They're not your original ideas. So be aware of that. Be aware of that person that does not want to see you succeed in life. Heroic and nonsense. Savior complex. Trying to play hero but falling short. More talk, less action. Not following through. So be aware of this person that's all talk. He's not Superman, he's Superboy. Superboy has temper tantrums all the time. And it's like, change your diaper and go get a binky already. I'm not your mommy. It's time, guys. It's time for you to hone in on your gifts and call your power back. See yourself as the star that you are. And don't let anyone hold you back from your power. Because that's what's been happening for you. You got people holding you back, babe, and it's not something that you should give into, ever. Okay? Life Purpose Oracle cards, guys. Alright? At the bottom, we got flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And on the cut, we've got author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Yeah, that might be my message right now. I'm a part of the collective too, and I do have a book that I have numerous books that I'm writing. And yeah, I need to get on it. Seriously. Justice, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So the scales of justice will be tipped in your favor. And I've already said this. This already came out in another deck or two. I've been on here for almost 2 hours, guys. So I lose track of what actually happened on this. What happened at the beginning of the reading versus what I'm telling you now. Because sometimes the energy just keeps looping around. Confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that you need to stay on the right path. Stay on the path you're on. You're where you need to be already. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So when you're feeling down, put on some good music and it'll bring you right back up to high vibrations. Music is a good vibration raiser. It's a good elevator. Let go. Let go and let God, guys. Boop! Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. I told you, there's some people, places, and things that you need to walk away from in order to ascend to the next stage of your life. But you got to be your own leader of discernment as to who and what those things and people are. So get on it. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. You're going to get to travel around the world and get your message out to everyone. All right, guys, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this reading. If you guys feel inclined to donate, tip, or support my channel, my Cash App is in the description of my channel bio. Okay, what's going on here? Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. You're being more sensitive because you're tapping into your gifts. Okay, so continue to do so, and those of you who haven't, you need to do so immediately. Okay, heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. And travel is still sitting here on the other side. Your life purpose involves traveling. So guys, this goes with each other. Heart's desires and you traveling. They coincide somehow, so get into it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, guys. I want you guys to have a very blessed night. Like I said, if you want to tip, support, or donate to my channel, my Cash App will be in the description of my bio. Otherwise, when it comes to personal readings, I will be doing those as soon as I get my Nature's Daughter channel monetized, and I'm right there, guys. So just be patient with me, and I will get that set up for you guys, so it will be easier for us to get payment together, because payment, you will not be able to get a personal reading without paying me. That does cost money. The readings I do here, these are free, and right now the memberships, it's just a subscription, but there will be a fee to join the membership outside of a subscription, and you will get a whole lot more than what I'm providing on the free part of the channel. Okay, so when I do get monetized, guys, understand that things will change, but they will change for the better, and you will have so many options on my stations. Understand that I do have 5 channels, and I will be representing all 5 channels on all 5 channels, so you will be able to see in the description of every video all of the connections to those channels. I love you guys. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Take care of yourselves and each other.